we're still hippies, we're just normalized.
There's a handful of places in the world that have created their own micronation, but nothing like this. Across the harbour in Copenhagen lies a community independent of the Danish government and the EU. Built on an abandoned army barracks in the 70s, hippies broke down the barricades and squatted there, a place where no one owns their own home or drives a car. So what exactly is this place and who lives there? With conflicting information online referring to it as a lawless cult, we made our way over to visit the community that's been called Europe's largest social experiment, otherwise known as Freetown Christiania.
All right, looks like we're here, guys.
So, getting here is the easy part. Documenting it is where it gets tricky. Christiania has an area called the Green Light District, synonymous with selling weed. But because weed hasn't been legalised in Denmark, they of course don't want anyone to film or take photos here. Knowing this would be an issue for me while trying to make a film, I reached out to the fabulous Tanja, a local who dubs herself as a
trailer trash diva.
You look so good. Well, I did the makeup. Oh, look, these are our friends. You should definitely get them.
My auntie has ducks, so I love ducks. I'm like...
So you are a rollerblader, a belly dancer, a sound engineer, an activist. Is there anything else I'm missing?
Yeah. I think that's summing it up.
That's it for... Oh, and also you take care of swans and ducks.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Part-time vet.
Mostly crazy swan lady.
Crazy swan lady.
Yeah. Well, come on in.
Thank you.
And well, welcome.
Oh my God, look at the costume.
Oh, wow.
This is everything, Tanja. Oh my God.
I probably have, this is the less photogenic. But then I have my welcome.
Your house is amazing. Oh my God. It's even better than I imagined it would be. Look at your fridge. I love it.
Right. Put it up
Oh
there.
my God. Your apartment's stunning. Your house is a vibe. It is such a vibe. Even your blinds. Wow. Your color. Oh my God.
So good.
Your house really represents you. It's so good. It's so cool.
Because I love colors, and if you see all the paintings here and the, how do you say, shells?
Yeah.
That is my man who paints and
Oh wow, you did all this.
yeah, he also paints the wall and all the paintings you see around. You know, that's
love
him.
it.
This is my favorite, the ugly duck in Danish, the grimme ælling. And I love that because that's also what I see we are out here in Christiania.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of ugly ducklings that try to coexist.
Now, Tanja may refer to herself as an ugly duckling, but she's far from it. With her wardrobe full of glam and sparkles, it was only fitting that Christiania's queen of belly dancing gives this Irish girl a lesson. So hit it.
Vamos a bailar, vamos a bailar.
Right, is that rolling?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
I'm more like a trailer trash diva.
I love that.
Christiania is the closest you can get to the world being in Denmark. Because the whole world comes to Christiania, and I like that.
When did you move here?
I moved in 15 years ago, which means that I'm pretty new. 10 years in South America and Spain, and then I started with this political activist here in Denmark. And she told me if I wanted to follow her path, I had to come home to Denmark.
And do you think you'll ever leave here?
Depends. I don't know. I love Christiania. I love all this culture, all these different nationalities. I love that we're so close by the nature. That's kind of unique. We actually have the kingfisher. I'm a crazy bird lady, I know that. So I wouldn't be a crazy bird lady. It's rare to have that bird. You can look it up.
People refer to this place as a commune and a cult. So what do you have to say about that?
I think we're not really a cult. Sometimes I would probably wish we were, because if we were a cult, then I assume we would be, a bunch of hippies all believing that a better world is possible. We just gotta put a lot of heart and work into it. Listening to John Lennon and Yoko Ono, give peace a chance. I actually think that's what we need now. We need to come more together. We need to see how we can give peace a chance.
Speaking of super hippies, another thing that came up in my research was the cannabis culture. Now, can you clarify, is it legal or is it tolerated in Christiania?
In Christiania, it's tolerated. It's still not legal. 2 weeks from now, we have the yearly march where everybody go out to say, let's make cannabis legal, also for medical use. Me, myself, well, I never really wanted to smoke, or I never had the necessary to do that. Maybe because I'm crazy enough by nature. At the same time, when my mom was sick with cancer, I was introduced to it and to the THC and CBD. And when your mom is dying, you want to do the best to try to save her. So in that way, I was criminal for 1 year because I was smuggling this little bottle with the THC. I was smuggling to her to give it to her every 4 hours. And I would do that again.
I think a lot of people will agree with everything that you just said.
Right.
So if there was just one thing that you want everybody to know about Christiania, what would it be?
In Christiania, you don't have to feel lonely. You can have psychological issues. You need to drink, or you need to smoke, or there can be many reasons for you to be a little bit lost, and maybe you don't feel like you fit in other places of the world. In Christiania, you can come and nobody will judge you. And it's up to you to become friends with whoever you want. Because you just go and say, hello, my name is Tanja. Would you want to be my friend? Life is way better when you don't feel lonely.
That is such a nice note to end it on. That is the message of Christiania.
For the next stop, we hit up Christiania's own microbrewery. We got to try one of their most popular beers called the Milky Way.
The 15 areas in Christiania, and one of the areas is these 6 houses down here called the Milky Way. Nice beer called the Milky Way.
Thank you so much. How do you say cheers?
Skål.
Skål. Skål.
That's really nice.
That's really nice.
Really
that
nice.
is.
Yeah.
I don't even drink beer, but that's nice.
It's a weekly paper.
Wait, you get a weekly paper as well?
In good and bad, whatever goes on in the village is in here.
Nice. Is this the local money?
This is our local money.
It's like the old salary we have for one of these coins is one joint.
You can buy bottles of beer here as a gift, and they also do a guided beer walk of the area for tourists. Here's where Tanja introduced me to her friend and the brand ambassador for Christiania's brewery, Carlo, and his absolutely adorable son.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you were born here, right?
Yes.
So you're like a full-blown citizen of
Yes.
Christiania. Do you think you'll ever leave?
No.
Why?
Because this place got everything that I want, and I want my kids to be raised in here, and I don't see myself anywhere. I see myself travel a lot, as my dad always told me I should, but I don't see myself leaving, even though how irritated you get.
So you obviously have kids.
Yes.
What's the situation with schooling? Is there schools here, or do you homeschool?
We don't have school. We don't homeschool anymore. They're just outside the front entrance. There's a big school there.
When I came here, I was told a lot about cannabis culture. How do you guys find it with the police? What's the relationship with the police?
The police in Denmark, it's a big joke because they tried for 50 years now to decriminalize Christiania with taking the pushers away instead of just legalizing the cannabis.
Yeah.
They make Christiania a tougher place combined with the gangsters.
With the gangsters?
Yeah.
Has it affected your business, the police?
No, I would not say that. Yes, a little bit because they scare the tourists away sometimes.
Yeah.
And we live on the tourists. Without the tourists and the users in here, we will be pretty much lost.
Definitely.
It wouldn't go around the same way that it's running now.
So, obviously, I know what you do for work.
Yeah?
You make beer. How did you get into it?
The Christiania Brewery, I got hijacked. It was actually my friend Nils and Alan that was in a whiskey club. They came up with this idea and they thought, okay, what should we do? We should make a brewery in Christiania. And then you need a nice face to it. And then they asked me before we created the company.
So you're the face of the brand.
Yeah, if you also go in and yeah, exactly. We have our that's my name on Facebook. If you look at my job title, but if you also look at our, we made like a fundraising video.
Yeah.
Then we talk about who we are, you know. Nils is the beer stop, Alan is the strength, he built the house, and I'm the heart.
Yes.
So in that kind of way we're three. And we had a brewer in the beginning, but we learned that it's easy to brew.
You do it yourselves, right?
Yeah.
And do you ship this around the world, or can you only get it here?
You can get it in Denmark.
Okay.
We've been close to going to Sweden, and we made some collabs in Poland and Lithuania, and also one in New York.
Wow.
So we're on the way, but also we only had this place open under the Corona, and we only been brewing for 1.5 years. So we only brewed Lab 27 is standing in the fermentation tank now.
Right.
So we're waiting.
So you obviously are part founder of the brewery. Are you part founder of the football club?
No, I'm not. But it was my mom's friends. It was created before I was born. It was in 1982 when some of the old guys was sitting, enjoying themselves a cold, October evening, and they wrote the rules and registrations from Fremad Amager, a little local club out here, the biggest one on Amager. And then they sent it in to the debut, the Danish Football Association, and we got the football club like a Christiania Sports Club. And that's also a funny thing here because they were Liverpool fans, you know.
Yeah.
So they're into this slogan like "You never smoke alone," and joined the club. Yeah.
So do you play, or are you a supporter?
I play, and I also in the board. And I play in defense, center back.
Will we see you in the UEFA League anytime soon?
No. We usually say that the cup is very important for us because that's the fastest way to European play, to the cup is to yeah.
Touch wood, coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon.
You'll be playing for the budget.
Yes, you will. Oh no.
Oh no, it's got the pressure
Yeah,
too much.
and we learn our kids in here that you should come and play for CSC because then you can have fun and still be with your friends, you know?
Yes, of
So
course.
don't go pro, you know, that's too much.
Too much pressure, just wait for the crowd.
Yeah. But here you're standing in front of the local football club, Christiania Sports Club. We're from 82. Yeah, this is a usual weekend day at Christiania, where we're standing here smoking joints. They just had the burger, so we just missed that. But let's go in and have a little look. Yeah, this is the latest kit we're gonna launch a new one on the 1st of June.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that is it from Christiania, and I just want to say a huge thank you to Miss Tanja. You're literally a legend. Honestly, you've made today so memorable. If there's one thing you should do in Copenhagen, it is visit here and meet the local people. They are so nice, they're amazing, they're so welcoming, and try the hemp beer. That's it from us. Okay, thanks for watching, and bye. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you've done.
Amazing.